Uh, my name's Carmen. My brother is an addict. My brother was an addict, and this morning I forgot. Before I came to Anon, I was a cook. I'm still a cook. I guess I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we would cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were the closest. Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open a restaurant together when we were kids. We had a name, we had a vibe, we had all of it. My brother could make you feel confident in yourself. Like when I was a kid, if I was ever nervous, if I was scared, if I didn't want to do something, he'd always tell me to just face it. Just get over it. He would always say it's stupid, but he would always say, let it rip. He was loud. He was hilarious. And he had this amazing ability that he could just walk into a room and he could take the temperature of it instantly. He could dial it. And I'm just not built like that, man. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was younger. I was afraid to speak half the time and got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't get into college. I didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm really funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like, we just knew everything about one another. Except, everybody thought he was their best friend, He was that magnetic. And I didn't know my brother was using drugs. I don't really know what that says. As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him. Not really. And he stopped letting me in the restaurant a couple years ago, and he just cut me off cold. And that hurt, And I think that's when I flipped a switch in me where I was like, okay, well, fuck you, watch this. And because I had this connection through food, and he made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool, I made this plan where I was going to go and work in all the best restaurants in the world, like, I'm going to go and work in real kitchens, like, fuck mom and dad's piece of shit shop, And it sounds ridiculous for me even to be saying this, out loud, but that's what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me, and I separated herbs and shucked oysters and clams and uni, and I cut myself, and I got garlic and onions and peppers and my fingernails and my eyes, and my skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my fingers from the knives, and my stomach was fucked, and it was everything. And a couple years later, this funny thing happened, which is like, for the first time in my life, I started to find this, station for myself, and I was fast. I wasn't afraid, and it was clear, and I felt okay, I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperatures, sauces, all that shit. And when somebody new came in to the restaurant to stage, I'd look at them like they were competition. Like, I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. Like, I felt like I could speak through the food. Like, I communicate through it creatively. And, it kind of, that kind of confidence, like, I was finally good at something. That was so new and so exciting. And I just wanted him to know that, and fuck, I just wanted him to be like, good job. And the more he wouldn't respond, and the more our relationship kind of strained, you know, and the deeper into this I went and the better I got, the more people I cut out, and the quieter my life got, and the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died. And he left me his restaurant. And over the past couple of months, I've been trying to fix it because it was in rough shape. And I think it's very clear that me trying to fix the restaurant was me trying to fix whatever happened to my brother. And I don't know, maybe fix the whole family, because it has and does mean a lot to a lot of different people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.